something I've been hiding. You see, I have a problem. It's time to come clean.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Oh, Kennedy. What are you doing over there? So it's time to come clean. I have an iPhone case problem. I can't find the right case. So I keep trying and trying again. So I've got all these cases here. And I thought, you know, it's a good time to do a case roundup, to share the cases with you and talk a little bit about what I like, what I don't like. Kennedy's here to help guide me along in this. And she'll share some of her thoughts on which case is her favorite when we get to the end. So let's get started. I have my wife's iPhone 7. There's a couple of cases we're going to talk about today that fit the iPhone 7. I want to show you how everything goes on, how easy everything goes on, how you can take things off, how it fits, those types of things. So first up is the classic leather Apple iPhone case. This retails, I believe, for $59 in the Apple Store or wherever you can find it. It's probably one of my favorite cases. So typically goes on pretty easy. There you go. It's pretty thin. It doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. So pretty nice fit, and it just has a really nice look to it. So this brown leather on black just has a really nice classic kind of look. The other thing I really like about it is you use the case and you touch the case, you feel the case, or you set the case down, and it just develops what's called a patina over time. So it develops some character all its own. So it kind of becomes a custom case where yours looks like yours and it doesn't look like anybody else's. So it's a nice case. It's probably my favorite case that I had for the iPhone 7. So that is the Apple leather case. Next up is the Spigen Thin Fit case. So this is a very thin, hard plastic shell case made by Spigen. Spigen is a very popular case maker, and this is their thin fit case. And if you put it on, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to the phone. So it's very thin, has a really nice smooth texture, or really not a texture, but a rubber smooth back to it. The thing I didn't really like about this case were the sharp edges. So the edges are rather sharp, and when you're holding it or putting it up to your ear, you kind of feel those edges coming through. And so because of that, as well as, to be honest with you, it just looks plain, and you don't really get any face coverage on the front of the phone. So not a lot of protection here. But if you're looking for something that's kind of thin, doesn't add a lot of bulk, and does give you some protection, then the Spigen Thin Fit, I mean, it's an extremely popular case. And so you can go for that one there as well. The other case, a bit of a fun case. We're going to the beach and found a case that has a bottle opener on it. So this is the Budweiser bottle opener case. Cool case for the beach. Gonna open up a Bud or Corona. It's good to have one of these in hand. This offers almost zero protection. So your face coverage is your face is not going to be protected. The screen of your phone, even the corners are barely covered. So you're not really getting any protection at all. It's just something to have as a tool on your phone. So not something I would use every day. Plus, I just don't like having the Budweiser logo on the case all the time. So let's take that one off. Now we're going to move on to some iPhone X cases. This case here is from Anker. Anker also makes battery chargers. They make a lot of other things as well, but they're known, I think, most for their battery charges. But they made this nice soft gel TPU case, this rubber case here. And it's somewhat semi-transparent, which is nice. So your Apple logo will still show through. Slides on really easily. Just a nice thin case. It does offer good protection, so the corners are fairly padded. It does have a lip that comes over the front of the phone, so it's pretty nice. Then we have just a generic rubber case, so a silicone rubber case. So almost exactly like the iPhone silicone case. This one's black. And this is a nice case. So I really like this case. It actually provides, kind of a nice protection to the back and the sides. Feels really nice in your hand. Adds a lot of good grip to the phone. The iPhone X is glass on the back and front, so a case like this really helps to prevent drops or prevent it from slipping out of your hand. The thing I don't like about it though is it picks up a lot of lint, and it's also hard to slide in and out of your pocket. So that's the only thing. Otherwise it's nice. It's a thin case, doesn't add a lot of bulk to your iPhone, and overall just a good solid iPhone case. All right, next up we have another Spigen case. This is the Spigen Ultra Hybrid, and this is a nice case because it is clear, and it's also provides really good protection. There's a couple cool things about this case. So one, it does provide a lip over the front of the phone. Also in the back, if you'll notice, let's see if we can show that here, but there are some raised bumps, edges on each of the corners. So when you set it down, it protects the back of the case. So you can set it down, front, back, totally fine. You're not going to expose your case to damage. It also allows the back color to shine through, so you can kind of show off that iPhone that you paid so much money for. So, cool case. And that is the Spigen Ultra Hybrid.
I like this one.
Awesome. Well, we'll get to that one in a second. So the next case is, I think, one of the coolest cases I've come across. This is the Rhinoshield Mod. So, there's the Rhinoshield logo there. It's a bumper style case. The cool thing about it though is you can mod it. So one of the things you can do is you can change out the buttons. So if you notice, I ordered a package of yellow buttons and they pop out very easily, and so you can change those. It comes with the blue. In this case I bought the blue bumper, and it comes with blue buttons. So I left 2 blue buttons in, and then on the main power button I switched it out with the yellow button. So that's cool. The other thing you can do is you can actually mod out the back of the case. So while it is primarily a bumper, it has different frames. So it came with, for example, a blue frame, because you do need a frame on the back to kind of hold your phone in. It did come with a blue frame, and I also ordered a separate white frame so that I could get a unique look to my phone. So the cool thing about this is you can actually make the case your own, provide a look that no one else has. So if you're interested in having something a little bit more custom looking on your phone, I definitely recommend this. The other thing I would say is this also provides a lot of protection. So this is one of the best cases you can get to protect your phone. I've seen where this case has been drop tested 50, 60, 70 times, and has protected the phone from all kinds of depths and crazy angles and things like that. So the Rhinoshield Mod is definitely a great case to have to protect your phone. It does add a little bit of extra width to your phone, so your phone doesn't quite feel as thin. It does add a little bit of bulk around the edges for that protection. The other thing is, obviously, with just the bumper end, the back is exposed. So if you're going to use just the bumper, I'd highly recommend you get a glass screen cover for the back. But you can also get a plastic back that you can add to the case. And so you can actually turn this into a full case if you'd like to. And they have different colors of backs available. This one obviously is you know, a clear back, but it looks really nice on that case. So that is the Rhinoshield Mod. Now, as I mentioned, you know, the Rhinoshield Mod does add some extra bulk, as well as most of the cases that I've talked about here do as well. So if you're looking for something that gives you just a little bit of protection, really more from scratches, just to make sure that the back of your case, when you set it down, isn't going to get scratched up, what I would recommend is looking at Tozo, T-O-Z-O. So there's a number of companies that offer these, but this is an extremely thin plastic case. I would almost call this a skin. But what it does is it does protect the back of your phone. And if you notice, there is a raised lip that goes around the camera. So when you put it down, you're not going to get any scratches or anything like that. But it adds almost zero bulk to your phone. So it feels almost like you don't have a case on your phone, which is something that, you know, I like. It's easy to slide in and out of your pocket. And so that's super, super nice. So those are the phone cases we had to share today. Let's take a couple votes here. Kennedy, what is your favorite phone case that we talked about? Are you waiting on the one I'm taking off? All right, hold on. All right, this is your favorite one? And why?
It's blue and it's rubber and you can almost like tear it.
Oh, it's blue and it's so thin you can almost tear it. Okay. What's your second favorite? What's the one you're going to use on your phone?
Oh, this one.
Well, that's not yours. That's not going to fit your phone. So yesterday she picked the brown one. She really liked the brown leather case, so she put this one on her phone. Caden, your turn. Come around this side so people can see you. What's your favorite case?
This side. Is that really?
Over here, baby.
Is that really a bottle opener?
It's a bottle opener. So you're going to pick the bottle opener?
No.
No, okay. Here, scoot back a little bit.
Stop pushing me.
All right, that's okay. What do you think? Silence.
I think this one next.
Okay, you like the Ultra Hybrid. It's from Spigen.
It's this.
That's the Rhinoshield Mod case. So you can put different colored buttons in. So I have pink buttons. You can put pink buttons in. And you can do different frames on the back. So you can leave it exposed and open to the back.
Hoo-yah!
So you can do different things to make your case look like you want it to look.
Case.
Yeah. Is that your favorite? All right, guys. So I think next up we're going to do
This case.
follow-up to our Google Home mini video. So we've been using it for a few weeks now, and we're going to share what we use it for. Do we listen to music? Do we order groceries on it? What do we do with the Google Home Mini? So not yet. We'll share it next time.
Music!
Kennedy likes music. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how easy it is to use. So definitely subscribe below and also hit the notification bell so you can find out when that video comes out. Anyways, thanks for joining us today and thanks for watching the video. Later.
Bye.
Bye.